Hi, you guys. This is part three of our anger discussion. So, last week we talked about the how. How do I act when I'm angry? And what can I do? So, some of the things that were suggested we could do is think before we speak and express your anger when you're calm. Get some exercise. It's such a practical tip, but if you're worn out, nobody has time to be getting angry. And take a time out. Sometimes especially like with kids, you have to get up and walk away or you'll lose your mind on them. Especially when they're babies and they can't speak and they can't tell you what's wrong. It's real easy to just get really frustrated with them. So you kind of just need to put them down where they're safe and they tell you to walk away. Cool off for 5 minutes and then come back. And that's how a lot of this shaken baby syndrome and things like that happen because you're just so frustrated with this child who won't quit screaming. So it's vitally important that we learn how to manage our anger efficiently. It's okay to be angry. It's not okay to harbor anger or act on our anger inappropriately in a way that would cause us to sin. So I hope that you're seeing some trends, identifying some patterns in your own life of situations that get you angry. And maybe you're learning that, okay, I know that when I get home from work, I'm hungry and I'm tired. So I need to pump the brakes on running around my house trying to clean everything, or running around doing this or that or that. I need to slow down a little bit so that I can manage my emotions. Can somebody make you angry? No. The answer is no. What they do may cause anger to rise up in you, but they cannot force you to be angry. The anger is in your lap. So, example, if I am asleep and someone comes in and tells me you're scum and I can't stand you, am I going to be popping up and saying, oh, I hate you? No, I didn't even hear them. So they can't force me to be angry. I make a choice to be angry. So basically, when I allow other people to cause me to be angry, I am therefore becoming their slave. So they tell me how high to jump, and I do it. So if someone provokes you and you become angry, you are essentially letting them become your master and you are their slave. So that's another reason why you really want to work on getting rid of this anger, because no one wants to be slave to another person. That's crazy. So why do you get angry? Part of the problem is that anger is instant. How many of you, when you get angry, you take a step back and you think, okay, I don't like what they did. That was very nasty. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go show him my anger. Okay, let's go. No. Most of the time when you're angry, it just kind of pops out before you even really have time to think about it. But God doesn't like sin, and He doesn't like it because He doesn't like what it does to you. And so what I have learned is that it's easier to do things the right way first so you don't have to go apologize later. And I've had to do this a lot, in my marriage. Anytime two people are together, there's always opportunity for fights and quarrels and disagreements. And a lot of times you can say the wrong thing, and then, that feeling when you get that, oh, I need to get this off of me. Like, I need to go apologize, and then you have to go and you have to say, I'm sorry that I said that. I shouldn't have said that. And you feel like really lame because looking back at the argument, it didn't even make sense that you got that upset over, something so silly anyway. So another reason sometimes people get angry is because maybe they've had a painful past. And a lot of times what this can do is it can cause you to feel like then I couldn't control it, but now I'm going to control how everybody around me behaves because now I'm an adult and now you can't push me around. And so a lot of times people have this inner anger that they've never worked through something that happened in their past. And so now pretty much they're looking to be angry. Here's another thing. Did you know you can be addicted to anger? Maybe you've been angry so long that you don't know how to live without it. You don't know what to do if you don't have anger. What do I do now? I don't have anybody to be mad at. This doesn't feel right. Let me go start a fight. And we do that. Now that may sound crazy to some of you, but we do it. Trust me, we do. I've done it before. And it wasn't until I recognized the pattern, which is what we want you to do with this study. Recognize the pattern of your anger so you can see what you're really doing. And then you can ask God, help me, God. Help me figure this out. Help me work through it. So, the main reason we get mad is because we have rules for how others are supposed to treat us. And those are called personal rights. We're going to get into that next week. But for this week, I want you to reflect back on your scriptures again. And then the worksheet, I'm so unorganized, sorry. The worksheet I gave you guys where you wrote your examples down, somewhere down at the bottom, write what I should have done was this. And then I want you to pray for yourself. When you see the problem you had, write down what the appropriate response should have been in that situation, and then spend some quality time praying and talking to God and working through what it is you can do next. All right, I'll talk to you guys next week. Love you.